Well, good morning and welcome to Coffee with the Pastor. We're looking at the Sermon on the Mount. Today, we're going to look at a verse that has been dubbed in our society the Golden Rule. Let's just read it. Jesus says, "So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets." It's not called the Golden Rule in the Bible. But it has been well documented throughout our society. A lot of people talk about practicing the Golden Rule, doing unto others as you would have them do unto you. The problem I see in our society is that they do it separate from God. They don't see that you have to have God in it. Well, Jesus didn't say it that way. He said, do unto others you have them do unto you, for this sums up the law and the prophets. When he says that, he has put God in the equation. Torah was given by God. That's how you get to know God, through the laws. Prophets always had a word from God. And so Jesus says, how you treat other people is indicative of how your relationship to God. We see this in other areas. Jesus taught. He said, "You love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind." That's the first and greatest commandment. The second one's like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Well, basically it says, if you do this, if you love God, then you're going to love others. We see in the very word shalom, peace, that actually means to be right with God and right with others. Jesus is saying that in order for us to, one of the ways that we measure how we're right with God is how we treat others. And we're to treat others as we'd want to be treated. Now that can be taken a little literally and probably not do well. Let me give you an example. When I first got married, Ann would give me little notes and send little things and all. And truthfully, I didn't care. I mean, I hate to say that, but I just didn't. Receiving little notes from her and everything was nice, but it wasn't a big deal to me. And then after a while, I figured out she was doing for me what she wanted me to do for her. And that's what we do a lot of times. Another example would be, I have some friends who prefer to get texts than phone calls. I'm kind of old-fashioned. I prefer a phone call. But I know that those folks prefer text. So I text them when I talk to them because they don't want to talk on the phone. So we have to look at treating other people, just knowing what they prefer, what they like, what meets their need. And we have to try and do it. But it's more of a just attitude how we treat other people. That we treat other people, for their good and what they desire rather than for what our needs are. It's the old give love versus self-love. A lot of times we love people because we want to get something back, we want to get something out of it. Or sometimes we just give love, not expecting anything in return. And that's really the idea of what Jesus is talking about here. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. For the law and the prophets are based upon these. And I think that's really important for us today to know that our relationship to God shows in how we treat other people. So today, go out there and show people that you're very connected to God by how you treat others. Blessings upon you, and we'll talk again tomorrow.